Good afternoon and welcome to NYCryptoTalk. Today's topic of discussion is one of my 2018 gems. This is the Spotlight series where I focus on items that I think are going to have some big moves in 2018 and have some great technology behind it, either niche markets or just leaders in their class. So the item I'm going to be discussing today is something I hinted at in a previous video, is Substratum. So I first learned about Substratum back in November of 2017, and I did a lot of research. It was one of my first cryptocurrencies that I did get into, and I'm very excited about the project. It is basically a decentralized web. As you can see here on the web site, it says it is an open source network that allows anyone to allocate spare computing resources to make the internet a free and fair place for the entire world. So, as some people in the United States know, the Net Neutrality Act was removed. It was taken away. A lot of talk has been around that and how Substratum and other services could eventually help people who want to just feel that they are their network is neutral and that they have the same fair rights that everyone else does. Because now with net neutrality, certain providers can limit things, they can force certain advertisements, webs. There's a lot more control that big business can now have. So what Substratum does is allows people to kind of circumvent that in a way without having VPN. This is going to be a free and open service that people can use, basically allowing them to utilize the Substratum nodes, which I'll go over, to view the internet, which is basically like relays. And Substratum also has two other services, Substratum Host, which is basically being able to host your service, your website, your software on the Substratum network. And then they also have something called CryptoPay, which kind of will work with those Substratum hosts and allow people to take payments. It's almost, I would probably say it's similar to an atomic swap payment method, where someone can take services and payment on their website, and this CryptoPay will automatically change whatever cryptocurrency someone wants to pay with, and it'll automatically convert it to Substrate. So going into Substratum, basically just a high-level view of how they are right now in the CoinMarketCap listings. They are at 106, and they are currently evaluated at around 71 cents. The circulating supply is about 226 million Substratum with a total supply of 352 million. There is going to be one last token burn. I believe it's between 60 and 100 million tokens at a predetermined date, which has not been announced yet. Once they do that, the total supply is going to be pretty close, if not on par with the circulating supply, which is fantastic, meaning that they can't inflate the price won't lean out at any point in time. So after Substratum hit some of those big dips that we had during the crypto Great Depression of January 2018, Substratum hit a little over $3. So it was a great time to be in Substratum when it was over $3. You can see the growth that they had here. And now it's dropped down and it's been trading sideways ever since a little bit of a recovery. So do I think it's still a good time to buy Substratum? Yes. Where do I see this in 2018? I don't know. Especially with the way things are going. We were at $800 billion market cap. We're now at about 433, or 450, I'm sorry. So almost half of what we were at by January 7th. So, it still has a long way to go. I think Substratum is a great project, and I'm going to go into the details on why I think Substratum is going to be key in 2018. So basically, if you go to their YouTube page, they have a lot of videos, there'll be a lot of things on their website where you can say, watch the video. I'll show you and I'll link their YouTube page. They have some great FAQs, developer talks, demos, that they have shown on their YouTube page. I think it's fantastic. They're very, very active in the community. They have weekly updates. Their Twitter page is always being updated to their main people in the company, have always been posting things on their own pages as well, kind of like highlights and things like that. So as you can see here, this is just like a little quick how-to. This is basically the Substratum node running on, or just their software running on a Mac OS. And you can see here, they built this so it's anybody can use this. Your grandmother can use this. Your mom can use this. Yeah, anyone, kids can use this. It is not meant to be technical at all. Basically, there's one button that people click where it says network on, network off. This will allow you to basically be on the Substratum network. You can earn Substratum being a node, and then you can just be on the Substratum network. So either way, depending on how you have it set up, you can either use it just for the browsing functionality, or you can use it if you have good bandwidth and good internet functionality. You can be a node. There's no limitation. You don't need to own Substratum to be a node. And it depends on your bandwidth, how many people are going to get routed through you to earn your Substratum. And you can pretty much have any kind of PC, from what I've been told. It really doesn't matter. You don't need a high-end computer to do this. You can have a budget PC, a budget laptop. I'm sure you can even have like a Raspberry Pi running a Substratum node, which I might do in the future. I might get a Raspberry Pi and just set up Substratum on it. Might be a fun project. Let me know what you guys think about that. I actually want to do some more Raspberry Pi videos. I haven't made one yet. So earn cryptocurrency, change the world. That's one of their slogans. So not only can you help serve up the internet for people who might not have the ability to get it or the ability to reach certain sites, you can kind of become that person. So here you have Substratum at a glance. These are just some of the things, and I'll kind of go into a little bit more detail on another page where they break down all their offerings. So the host is a website. You can build a host website and list it on Substratum, and you basically pay network users in Substrate to serve your content, and it's pay-per-click. It's not there's no time frame. It's just depending on how many people go through your site. This details will probably be released at some point. Substratum node, as I mentioned, you're basically a part of the network. You're just one part of an interlinking network. You're not the person who it's getting routed through. Basically, if there are one person looking to go to google.com, they will see the closest nodes to the person, and they will split that request amongst those closest nodes. So you're not getting full internet information about the person running through you. You're only getting a fraction of what's happening for that person, that internet request, which is very cool. It's not like a VPN where you're literally just going right through someone else's computer software, through another system on another country or wherever it is. And then end web user. Anyone who wants to go on Substratum hosted content, they can see it on a regular browser. This is going into the different things that they have. This is the breakdown of the different offerings. Host, the node, the CryptoPay, basically, like I said, allows sites on Substratum network to process cryptocurrency payments using any publicly traded coin. So this is like an atomic swap that will happen. They can convert it and it'll go into Substrate. Awesome stuff. If they come up with this atomic swap functionality for CryptoPay, that's a huge game changer, I think. Developable tools. So the hosting, you can also have apps and things like that. So this API and SDK will be used for people who want to work off the host platform, and also probably just in general Substratum. One-click software is very easy to use. It uses AI to route the nodes and to get the content served as quick as possible. And of course, cryptography, which is the basis of the blockchain, to make sure that the network remains secure from end to end. Compression algorithms also has to do with speed and keeping latency to a minimum. So if you serve up a website, it will get to you as quick as possible. So fueling the decentralized web. Substratum runs on Substrate and Atoms. So not sure what this Atoms is about. They really haven't talked about it. I'm wondering if Substrate is going to be broken down into atoms like Gwei is part of Ethereum, and Satoshi's is part of Bitcoin. So I'm wondering if atoms is going to be just the numerical value for anything lower than one substrate. We'll see. This just talks about their website, and then they talk about their roadmap and how it's being done. When they were listed on Binance, KuCoin, they have private alpha tests. So Q1, we're supposed to have a beta. It was supposed to be in January, but I believe they were very vague. They didn't put in a roadmap because they knew that they didn't want to miss deliverables. They, are pretty good when it comes to delivering what they need to deliver. So I'd rather get something a couple of weeks later, as long as it's better developed than if someone provides something and it doesn't work. So why Substratum? It goes in, if you go into their website, it'll kind of talk about why people would need Substratum. So this is a little graphical representation of the world and where censorship really is for the internet. Obviously, most people would know China is huge when it comes to internet censorship. So in China, Russia are very big when it comes to internet censorship. You can see lots of places in Africa, even in Europe, there are restrictions on what sites you can go to. So this just tells you basically, for people who want to be able to access certain news sites and information, they can do it with the Substratum site. No one should pay for the internet fast lane. Basically, this also has to do with throttling and net neutrality. As I mentioned, net neutrality, they can throttle people if they really want to. People who pay the highest tiers can get more money, faster speeds, and other people might get slowed down. So they want to be able to make it easy for everyone. No computer science degree required. Like I said, your grandmother can run this. Anyone can run this. It is very, very simple. Earn cryptocurrency, we talked about. Granular payments, so this is the CryptoPay. This is for the Substratum host. So similar to Amazon Web Services, where they try to charge for hosting by the minute. Substratum is basically going to be refined, so it's a pay-per-click model. Encryption without VPNs or Tor, so you don't need to worry about the VPNs or Tor network, which usually can cost a lot, and the Tor has a lot of, bad lineage to it, basically. How it works. So as you can see here, this graphical representation of how the data flows from a node to the host. There should be some more nodes here, but obviously it's just a simple thing. You go into ending censorship, basically geo-restricted websites, censorship, monitoring content, the power of many. So there's a lot of information here. Self-govern, you basically, if you see anything that's bad news or bad sites, you can downvote it and you can report it, because that's not what this is meant for. This is opening up borders basically for people, not for people to do any illegal activities. CryptoPay, which I'm very excited for. And then the developer tools. If you go into the white paper, there's a lot of information, a lot of great details about how it works, how the hosting works, how the node's going to work, the coins, the CryptoPay. So if you go into the node, you'll see here, you can basically, this is kind of a breakdown of one of their UI based things, where you can allocate a certain amount of CPU, GPU, RAM, as well as your network speed to being a node. So you can schedule this also by days, I believe. So if you want to give them 100% when you're sleeping, you can give them everything of your computer at night. And then during the day when you're actually using the computer, you can throttle it down to 10%, so that they're getting something, you're getting substrate, but at the same time you can still use your computer. So it's very cool stuff. You can go through the white paper. They'll talk about the token, how it works, and why it's on the blockchain. CryptoPay, so they kind of break it down here a little bit more. CryptoPay is an online wallet that allows storage, transfer, and spending capabilities for fiat values and BTC. We will be bringing CryptoPay to support Substrate. This will allow all sites and applications that run on the Substratum network to process cryptocurrency transactions using any publicly traded coin. So basically, they're trying to work similar to PayPal, where it has a quick registration process. Once it's complete, the only will be able to have this integrated, and CryptoPay will be added to their website. So it's very cool stuff. They talk about their ICO, how they did, and then I don't know if it's the token burn is in this piece, but so the future of Substratum. There is no roadmap for Substratum, as I mentioned, because they are trying to make sure that they're kind of a little bit more vague when it comes to the releases with the beta and the actual release. More information to come. Obviously, they're getting very close, I believe, to their open beta. I know I registered. I know a lot of people had registered for the beta, just waiting for news to get more information on when we can actually do it. So version 2 basically is going to be the next step after the beta, which is early to mid 2018, which is Substratum Pay, which is credit card, Substratum Bridge. More information on that to come. And then they talk about their team. So Justin Tab and BJ Alman, these two guys are always on Twitter. They're always on the Substratum page, and you'll see lots of information here. So this is their YouTube page. Definitely recommend checking them out. It's on Substratum Network. That's the name of it. And basically you can see here they have lots of information on their videos. They have insights, they have dev talk, FAQs, they actually will do a developer talk, ramblings, which I think are funny, but they also do demos of their product, and then they have AMAs. So they have a lot of things going on. They're absolutely fantastic team. I mean, they're a proper company. This is not like a run-of-the-mill shop. These guys have been pumping out stuff, and they are 100% focused. This team is, not a part-time team. This is not This is an actual company that's looking to change when it comes to the internet as we see it now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions about Substratum, let me know. I really do think it's a 100% solid product. I definitely recommend this for anyone, especially now with the prices we're seeing. We're going to see some great growth. I think it's going to be healthy growth. We're not going to see crazy spikes. I mean, of course, I would love to see that, but then I hate the dips. So I think, Substratum is going to be a top 25, top 40 coin, I think, in the next month or two. I think they got to 50 or 60 when they were at $3. But obviously, time will tell. I think it is a quality product. You guys should do your own research. It's not financial advice. But definitely give Substratum a check out. Hope you guys liked it. Please like, subscribe, and shoot me a comment. Love to hear from you guys. Have a great day.